Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we're going to be breaking down the official first full-length trailer of the upcoming Winx Club reboot with our first look at Sky, Daphne, new villains, Alfea, and more, so stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. So the trailer starts off with a first look at Nico, a little rabbit bunny from the earlier seasons of Winx Club, and I guess Bloom doesn't have Nico obviously doesn't exist in this world of Winx aside for being a plush. So I don't know, maybe she will get a pet rabbit at some point, but you know, at least this was a really fun little Easter egg to see Nico, right? That's his name, I believe. It's been a while, but yeah, it's Nico. Yeah, plushie of Nico, so adorable, and it does look like the same Nico design that we all know and love. And so Bloom is here at her desk writing in her journal. We can see her room, and then she drops her pen, and of course, conveniently, for no reason, her other hand starts to catch fire, and she puts it out with the glass of water next to her. Or was it like tea? It kind of looked like there was like a tea bag in there as well. Not sure, but yeah, so you know, that's fun. I guess she's just, you know, her powers are starting to get stronger. And so we see her go on a little bike ride through the park, and that's when, I'm guessing this is all from the first episode, that's when a monster comes out to attack her. So we can see here it's pounding its chest like a gorilla. And then, of course, we get some fairy action here. Stella and Flora, they come in and pull Bloom aside. They fly her up into a tree. Oh yeah, I do like Stella's design here. That's like the boots look so nice and sparkly. But yeah, and that's when they kind of mentioned to Bloom, like, you're safe now. And, you know, Flora says, like, you gotta come with us. And then it's like, okay, well, I guess bye, mom and dad. Bye, family. Bye, hometown. I guess, you know, they're gonna go to Alfea now. So they open up a portal, and they, you know, Flora once again, like, defends, you know, against this big ogre creature or whatever, with some vines. And then we get to Alfea, and it's pretty large. Like, this is a very well executed, I think. Like, it just looks massive. Like, wow. All these structures, all these, like, the buildings, like, it looks amazing. It really does. Like, I think this is really well done. And then, of course, in the middle, we have a couple of, like, it's like a park. I mean, you know, there's just a couple of places to sit, like a little bit of a garden area, if you will, a little fountain. And then we see you know, Bloom arrive with her suitcase. Where did a suitcase come from? I guess we'll have to wait and see how this is all actually, like, played out in the episode. But she's excited, and we actually see a fairy transform into, like a centaur, is that what it's called when it's like a half human, half horse? Here in the background. Okay, fun. And then Flora is like, we'll teach you everything. And then we see the dormitory for the Winx Club get introduced. We see Aisha, Tekna, Musa, and the lovely little couch here. It looks really fun, of course. And then, you know, Stella says, like, we know a fairy when we see one. Really lovely. And then we have a little session here with Principal Farragonda. Is that her name? Again, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting the names. But she's the principal, you know, and she's lovely. And we see a little magic happening. And that's when Bloom, I guess, she uses her powers a little bit more confidently. You know, she's getting there. And that's, I don't know why, but I guess she's, like, cleaning, like, with a broom here. I think she's holding a broomstick, and she's sweeping. But then something is about to fall on top of her. And so we see Flora, you know, grab her, you know, she, like, defends, like, she basically saves her from the incoming boulder or whatever, with a vine. And, yeah, I'm not sure, like, what this, like, maybe some sabotage, you know, like, maybe someone's out to get Bloom. Obviously, that's one of the main plot lines, probably, because, you know, Bloom is the chosen child. She is, a special fairy. And then we see this new character. He's like, this is your fault. Ooh, like, who, okay, I don't know. Again, the way this is kind of cut in the trailer, it makes it seem like, oh, like the statue falling is like his doing or something. I don't know. But who is he? I don't know. Like, does he have a name? I don't know. Maybe this is a character from, again, earlier Winx Club seasons. I have no idea. I do not recognize this design. But yeah, he looks fierce. We got some like dark eyeshadow going on, like liner, almost. Some bright blue eyes, the hair. He looks he almost looks like a character from like Kingdom Hearts or something. I don't know. So it's kind of weird at like how it's like the girls all have like big eyes, and then like all the boys have like these like, you know, Kingdom Hearts anime looking jawlines, and like some of the proportions are really, I don't know, it's a little bit off. You know, you'll see what I mean as we keep moving on. But yeah, he looks interesting. Who is he? We'll have to find out. And so yeah, interesting. Stella, Flora, Bloom here are wearing like, I don't know, like construction clothing, like they're cleaning or something. Okay, again, why? I don't know. But yeah, I know for a fact that Stella would not be caught dead wearing something plain like this if it weren't for a good reason. So there must be a good reason. So she's like, oh yeah, by the way, so Stella's like, hey, don't go easy on my friend. So like, yay, you know, Stella's, you know, defending Bloom. We love to see it. But so Bloom's feeling down. She's, I guess, feeling overwhelmed. And so we see her parents here back in Gardenia. Is that the name of her hometown? Again, I forget. But they look really nice, and they actually look really accurate to the original designs. You know, her dad is a fireman, and her mom, I believe, runs a gardening shop, or like a flower shop, right? And so we actually see a shot here of Mitzi as well in the bathroom of her school bathroom. She's like, oh, you're in big trouble, Bloom. Okay, yeah, I don't know. And then here, you know, we see like her dad hugging Bloom, again, fireman. So I guess, I don't know why. Maybe this is like back in her school, like home, like human school, or not, because we do see here a character who seems to be a specialist. So I'm not really sure, but something has happened. And then here we see Icy, you know, she bumps into Bloom, and then we see a little confrontation here of their powers, and that's how Icy can tell that, ooh, you know, by the way, love this close-up, love the mascara, she looks fierce, but that's how she can tell, like, Bloom is a fire fairy. Oh yeah, here's Darcy and Stormy as well. Their casual outfits look really fun, and then Darcy's like, no, Stormy, she's like, I don't like her, so yeah. Here's the headmistress of the other school, like, because there's like two headmistresses, right? Like there's one Faragonda for like the good fairies, and then there's this one for like the bad fairies. I'm not sure. Again, you know, catch me up. Let me know kindly in the comments. I don't know her name, but yeah, so she's like, why are you so interested in Bloom? And then we see a little close-up of Bloom, concerned, holding her books. By the way, also love that her diary is like Nico inspired. And then we see a close-up of this villain, you know, who, again, I'm not sure what his name is. Maybe he has a name, maybe you know. But he is plotting to get the powers from Bloom with the help of the tricks. You know, spoiler, I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious. But here's a shot of the girls out and about in the wilderness. You know, they have their little sporty gear on, and some of these hairstyles look a little questionable. Like, what is this? Swoop, Stella, like, what are you? I don't know. But here, so yeah, Bloom is like, hey, we should form a club. And then they're like, well, what should we call it? And then she's like, Winx. And then Aisha's like, well, what does Winx stand for? And then Bloom's like, who cares? Who cares? It's like, okay, well, like, does it matter? Like, no. And it's just so funny. Like, when, like, Bloom is just like, so, yeah, who cares? Like, does it matter? Like, no. And then she's like, she does like her little, you know, fairy pose, and it's like, oh, yay, Winx. Okay. Anyway, also some artwork here, which, I don't know, looks a little suspicious. Like, is that AI? I don't know. But yeah, Nico, adorable. And then here we see the girls, you know, rejoicing. I don't know, I guess, like, yeah, just Musa's playing instruments. Aisha's dancing here in the hallway, which actually will play a big role to her character in the season. And then here, breaking news. We have our first look at the specialist, Timmy, Sky, Raven, and Riven, and Brandon. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna let this sink in. Okay, what do you think? So Timmy, he looks a little bit cursed. I don't know. I don't know. He looks like a Annabelle doll gone wrong. I'm not sure. And then Sky. We'll get to Sky because we have a close up later. Here's Riven. Okay. I mean, he looks like Riven. He has the angry expression, so he looks like himself at least. And here is very Riven. Brandon. Oh my God, Brandon. When is the makeup launch coming? What is happening? I mean, I don't know. Like, why is Brandon wearing lip gloss? Like, I mean, doesn't matter. No, like, it's fine if he is, but like, are they gonna actually make it a point to, tell the audience like he's into make? I don't know. Like, what's going on? Like, he has some eyeshadow and he's got like the arched eyebrow. Like, what? I don't know. So yeah, Sky, he sees Bloom, and obviously he's in love. And yeah, I don't know, like the other two, they look so funny. Like, Timmy, what happened to you? And Brandon, like, what? He, again, like, he looks cursed. Like, he just looks not like himself. Yeah, and so Sky, he looks like Prince Charming from Shrek. The hairstyle, I think, is really the main thing that makes him look like that. I don't know, and like the smile. Why does it look like that? Like why? He looks creepy. I don't know. Anyway, Bloom likes what she sees. Unlike us, she loves Sky for what he, for who he is inside. She doesn't care if he looks funny. So she's like, yay, he's hot. And then we see a little close-up of the specialist training or whatever. Bloom is training as well. We have a close-up of the classroom of her teacher. And then here is a close-up of, the girls studying, hanging out. Really cute. Here's a book of the history of Domino. Okay. AKA Bloom's hometown, right? Like, that's her home planet? Again, correct me kindly. But I don't know. And then here's the villain, the same one we saw before, but he's like in a purple aura. I guess he's trapped, or maybe that's his power emanating from him. He's basically saying how, give me power, give me Bloom's power, and I will give you what you want. And so here we get a close-up of Bloom back in the classroom scene, where it's like kind of like, it looks like the human school that she goes to, and she loses control of her power, seemingly. And that's when we see, the tricks are actually here attacking her, or again, maybe draining her power. I'm not sure. But yeah, Bloom loses control. We see the specialist here in the background. And then here's a close-up of the villain again, like just talking more about his, agenda, basically like, yes, give me Bloom's power. I'm evil. Like, the same spiel. So yeah, the tricks look amazing. But yeah, Bloom again, this is all like in the same classroom scene. Bloom, I guess, gets trapped by the tricks, and then this specialist comes in to defend Bloom, or again, who is she? I don't know. And so we get a close-up here of a new monster, okay, attacking Alfea. Here's Musa, Aisha running into this hallway, Bloom with the girls doing their little pose, getting ready to battle, fight, fun. Bloom here transforming into her fairy form, which, yeah, looks really explosive. We see Stella here using one of her spells, which looks fun, with her little wand, her scepter. And then here they are flying above the lake or sea or whatever. And it's probably like a lake, right? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. We cannot see that entire picture here. But yeah, it looks really fun, very naturey, obviously. Here's a close-up of Tekna. She looks really cool. And yeah, I guess this is like one of her first times when she transforms, because it looks like Bloom is still like figuring out how to fly and whatnot. So really fun. And then here is Bloom actually shooting a spell at Icy. Hard to see, but that's basically them. And then we see some more flying. And here, the last shot is of this pond area with Bloom transformed. And then out of this pond comes out Daphne, aka Bloom's long-lost sister, And I'm not sure how the story goes, but I believe she's trapped here. That's why she looks golden, and she's like a light spirit for now. And that's why she's like coming out of the water. And then, you know, we hear her say Bloom, you know, like she kind of says her name, and we see Bloom looking at Daphne, and I guess this is gonna be like the exposition scene of like where Bloom finds out she has a sister and like her home planet or whatever, her parents, you know. So gonna be very interesting to see this play out. And then we see a close-up of Faragonda talking to Bloom, basically about like you have to find out your true powers, who you are. And yeah, that's basically the trailer. The Winx is back. The Winx are back. The magic is back on Netflix October 2nd. So that was the trailer breakdown. Not too much, you know, it was just like 2 minutes, right? But I did feel like the pacing of the trailer, I don't know, like it didn't feel like a good trailer, like just the way it was kind of put together, and like the story and like what they've shown, like it feels like, I don't know, like a little bit disjointed, like the way that certain scenes were put together, and I think they were trying to make it seem like they were like different things were happening to like, you know, throw us off, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I mean, Sky looks like Prince Charming, like I mentioned, from Shrek. Some of the new villain characters are just like new characters we've seen, look interesting, you know, okay. And Daphne, I mean, Daphne looks the same, thankfully, like but also like, to be fair, like in the first early seasons, you know, Daphne, she did look like this, like she was just all like light basically, because, you know, that's just, she was like captured, right? That's like her deal, and then she gets freed. It's been a while since I've seen the Winx Club original seasons, as you can tell. So honestly, this reboot is coming at a great time for me, because you know, for me, I don't remember a lot of the Winx Club lore, to be honest. So this is great timing for me. But I don't know, like the animation is definitely giving like Miraculous Ladybug. Some of the voice acting is very much like that as well. Some of the animations, and like I don't, at certain times when they were moving their mouths, it didn't really feel like they were actually saying the words, you know, like the characters. I'm not sure, like, again, maybe it's just like the voice acting, or like the animation of the mouths moving. Yeah, I mean, it looks nice. It looks polished. I guess it's the main thing. It looks like a clean, polished, animated, you know, 3D animated show. Very similar to previous animated shows. Again, like Miraculous, like I hate to keep, you know, comparing it, but I mean, they are very similar, even down to the Playmates toys, making the both of their toys, the dolls. So, but what do you think of this trailer breakdown of the trailer? Like, did you like it? Are you excited to watch it on Netflix on October? And apparently there's going to be like 2 parts. Like the first part releases in October, and I guess the second part releases a month later, or so. I'm not sure, but you know, with time, I'm sure we'll have more details. Anyway, October, it's coming. It's very soon. It's a couple months. I mean, it's still away, like still a while away, but it's still like it's slowly getting here, which is scary. Like, where has the time gone? Like, the year feels like it just started, and now we're already like, it's August. Like, what? So, but what did you think? Do you like animation? Do you like the character designs? Do you like Sky? Like, does he look funny to you as well? Or, oh yeah, I don't know. But I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider becoming a channel member today to support our channel if you're able to. Link to join is down below. There's a couple of perks and tiers to choose from, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the adulty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.